All right, so you guys are doing well today. Welcome back. We're going to do another I Ching reading. We are having a nice weekend. Just came back from the gym. Feeling pretty good today. The sun is coming out. Still a little bit cold, but the sun is out. It's nice. Took my braids out. Also, hair is crazy all over the place, man. So you're gonna see how it goes. I need to wash it and blow dry it and fix it. But yeah, looking a little mad scientist. What did I do with the coins? Here we go. So we're gonna do another I Ching reading. Just do the quick sound check as always. Make sure everything is okay. And hope you guys are having a nice weekend. Been feeling really good lately. The past few days, maybe like the past 3 days or so, things have really been getting better. I think if you guys remember, I have had quite a few infections, so I've not been feeling well. My eyes, in case you're new here, I'm always wearing glasses because I burn my eyes, and so it's difficult for me to deal with light and screen. So I'm always wearing the glasses to protect my eyes. So now we're going to do a reading from the I Ching, the book that we always go to for our daily reading. Where is the other coin? So this is like it's kind of like Chinese equivalent to tarot cards, and basically it's just like a fortune cookie, a book of fortune cookies. So you have to make this thing they call it a hexagram. So this is the symbol on this side. This is like a 6-line symbol. So you roll basically 3 coins, and then like there's a mathematical equation I explained in the first 2 videos how to actually calculate that, and then it tells you based on the chart. You have also this chart here. Once you do, once you roll the coins and you do the mathematics and you could draw the hexagram, then you can use this chart to tell you which one to read. So I've been really enjoying it. It's a nice little tool that I came across in my work and research into Carl Jung. And so I've been incorporating this in my practice within the past few years. What did I do with the paper? I need another piece of paper. Okay, let's go. Let's see what they're talking about today. So for heads, you multiply times 3. And for tails, you multiply times 2. So whichever coin, that you get, and then you add them up together. Okay, so I have two tails. So 2 times 2, 1 times 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have an even odd number. And so odd numbers are drawn with a dash in between, not a solid line. So you'll draw a line like this, as opposed to a solid line with a gap in the middle. And then for even numbers, you put a solid line. Let me just double check that, because sometimes I get it confused backwards. Actually, I confused it. That's wrong. Never mind. The odd number, the odd number is a solid line without a break, and then the even numbers have like a gap in the middle. Okay, let's do the other 5. And then you always start from bottom to the top. Okay, let's see what it's talking about. 2 tails, 1 head, again, 7, solid line. I should figure out how to put the camera here. Then I have 3 tails. Maybe I can like do the camera like this. You can see the coins. Yeah, so the 3 tails again. 6. And then another one, 6. And also, whichever lines have a 6 or a 9, those are called the changing lines. So you read that hexagram, and then you'll read whichever lines that you get a 6 or a 9 for. Okay, so this is again 7. That's a solid line. So wait, one more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, C. 2. Yeah, and again 7. Okay, so this is our hexagram for today. There's the 6 lines that we drew. So we have 2 6s. So that means, again, going from bottom to top, we have to read this hexagram, whichever it is, we'll look. And then I have to read lines 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's find out what this hexagram is by using this chart here. So on the bottom, we have the 3 solid, solid, and then a gap. Solid, solid. Oh, this one is new, right? Let me just double check. Yeah, so this one stands for lake. I don't know if you can see that versus what I've drawn here. So that's the first one, the bottom trigram. And then we had to find the one that's on the top. The top trigram is 3 solid lines within a gap. So 2 solid lines and a gap. Which one is that? That one is going to be Kun, mountain. No, wait. 2 solid lines and then a gap. This is going to be wind, or what does I say, wood? Oh yeah, wind. So we have wind at the top, and then at the bottom we have lake. So wind and lake. So it is telling me to read hexagram 61 because it's taking me, or like, where is 61? I should find it before I show you. What is that? Oh yeah, 61 here at the bottom. So that's like the intersection, like some basic math, you do in grade school. I don't know. I don't remember if I've read this before, but let's find out. No, I haven't actually. Yeah, I did because I underlined it. So this one is called hexagram 61, Chung Fu, inner truth. So in case you want to like save it and read it, screenshot or something. This is in the public domains. You don't have to buy the book. This book is ancient, so you can do all of this on your own. There you go. And then just for future reference, this is the second page and the changing lines. So because of the 6 and 9, I will only read from the 4th and 5th lines. Yeah. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I read changing lines 3 and 4. Okay, so now let's go read this hexagram, Chung Fu. Chung Fu, inner truth. Through openness and gentleness, the correct solution is reached. Arriving at the correct solution to a difficult situation requires receptivity to inner truth. I like that. Unless we are willing to put aside the strong emotions of our egos and devote ourselves to discovering what is right, there can be no hope of progress at this time. Help only comes when we invite it with a sincere and innocent attitude. The I Ching teaches a simple but effective method of influencing difficult people and arduous situations. It advises us to first lay aside our prejudices, our feelings of being wounded, angry, or in the right. And second, to seek to understand the position of others and the lesson that the sage is teaching us with the situation. Even when another is truly out of line, it is only by accepting this and remaining balanced that you make it possible for positive change to occur. Gentleness and understanding create in others an unconscious willingness to be led. The superior person, therefore, avoids the use of anger and force in trying times, knowing that they will only prolong conflict. It is far wiser to accept that each experience we have is necessary for us to learn something about ourselves and about the higher laws of life. Great openings come when we meet difficulty with acceptance, gentleness, and a desire to understand the lesson underneath. Again, another really nice one. I think also this comes at an appropriate time. It relates to what we discussed yesterday in a way, and the other reading, I think it was 54 or 34. Now we're on 61. They don't go in any particular order. It's based on the drawings that you do, which is, how you're connecting with the present moment and then getting the energy to tell you which one to read. So that's how that works. And now we need to read the changing lines 3 and 4. There are always 6. Okay, so the third line. If you rely on another for your peace of mind, your balance is lost. Be neither flattered nor dismayed at fluctuations in another's affections. By maintaining inner independence, you successfully negotiate the path. Okay, that makes this even more relevant for me, and I feel more powerful of a reading. The fourth line, yeah. One must recognize the source of one's power in order to maintain it. When your ego takes credit for progress, misfortune follows. When you acknowledge the help of the sage, good fortune continues. So this is really, this is really again, another good reading for me. I really connect to these things, and I think many people do, because we're all at this point of trying to connect back to our power in these trying times, and I'm trying to hold it like in a way so you can see the lines. Yeah, there you go. That's better. So these are like the line, the changing lines. So yeah, it's a really interesting reading for today. I'm going to take this and use it in the rest of my inner workings for today. It applies directly to some of the things I've been thinking about. And so it's a really good resource. And it's something that helps me come back and return to like a sense of calm and peace. It helps me feel more settled, you know. It's a way that I feel that I can connect with a higher power, you know, not using something outside of me, but some kind of wisdom to head in the right direction to like what's true, to connect with the Tao, the ever flowing energy with the true self, however you want to define it. There are so many words, you know, that people use to explain the same thing. That's all that these religions are. They're just people, you know, defining the same problem or the same question with different ways to understand it, you know. It's like we all have different languages to help us you know, communicate, and religions are just basically different ways or systems to understand the same phenomena. Even science is a way to understand reality. So all of these things um yeah, they're really the same. And if we can combine them and have a better understanding, then, you know, it's going to improve our inner stability, you know, because we will have a better or more grounded worldview. Because I think a lot of us, pretty sure a lot of us who grew up in this family dysfunction and have to go through this reparenting process, which is many people, it all depends on your degree. But this will really allow you to become more settled in establishing a new understanding of the world, yourself, and other people, which is also very important in the reparenting process, because you have to remain open and receptive to the world, because that's how you receive your corrective experiences. But if your first experiences were challenging, then you might be closing yourself down, you know, defensiveness, isolation, avoidance, like all of these different anxiety, depression, all of these things that pull you back to yourself as opposed to inward into the world and connecting with others, where you find the reparative experiences and also have the capacity to express your true self. This is where people get stagnated, you know, and it's important to connect back with yourself, settle in those emotions, and then begin to just express yourself. That's the most important thing, how you can fit into the world and how you'll be contributing and also being seen, recognized, and supported. That's how you give and receive love. And so that's the most important thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading today, and I will see you guys later. Take care.